'Cause my style is ridiculous.
Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim. Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi.
Hello everyone. Hello. My name is Michele, and today we are going to be looking at a series on the internet that has been, recently, you might have heard of it. It's called Skibidi Toilet. It's made by this guy, Georgian YouTuber. He's a Georgian person. He's Georgian. His name is The Fuck Boom, or AKA Blue Grey. He's been known for making Skibidi Toilet, and he has made Skibidi Toilet. He has made about 16 trillion views from this series alone. And I think it's important to just, understand what it is. So, why are people thinking about it? And that's why I'm here today. We are going to be doing a step-by-step, thorough review at every single Skibidi Toilet episode to date. And the date is currently the 5th of July 2024. So currently we're going to be looking at Skibidi Toilet 1 to Skibidi Toilet 75. And yeah, we're just going to be taking a look at them and seeing what's going to happen. And I'm going to be analyzing them, and maybe you can understand what Skibidi Toilet is. Now, what we're gonna do? We are gonna be looking at the shorts from before it was full screen, because basically the later episodes were in the full screen, but the first ones, when it was still just like not really serious, it was a short series. As you can see, it's split up here of short series and full screen series. We're going to be looking at the entire series, so we're going to be doing full screen from the episodes where full screen began. We're going to be doing that. Let's just do the. Hold on. How do I? Okay, we'll start. So this is Skibidi Toilet 1. This is currently 185 million views. It was posted about a year ago, and we're going to be watching it now.
My style is ridiculous.
Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim. Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim.
Alright, so what you can see here, from what happened there, it started out initially as just like a joke. As you can see, there is a G-Man dancing here at the beginning, and this G-Man will be pivotal later, as you can maybe see. You'll see there's a painting here of someone screaming. Now this could synthesize potentially what the Skibidi Toilets do, which is scream. That's what they do, and you'll be seeing it here as well.
My style is ridiculous.
Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim. Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim.
We're here to hurt the body.
Skibidi.
Alright, so you see here, I just paused it right at the perfect frame. You see here, this is the screaming right here. This is the screaming I'm talking about. Right here. See, this is them screaming. See, this is them screaming right here. Okay, so, what you see here is them screaming, and that was seen in the prior one. You can actually see in the beginning frame here, you have G-Man and Gordon Freeman from Half-Life 2, and you have what seems to be a picture of someone doing something to himself, or someone giving him something. And you can actually see now the G-Man has this weird face. So, when he didn't in the first one. Now, could this be the beginning of something? Well, we'll see it here. And of course, there's an Aladdin here, as we all know. Skibidi Toilet 3, 154 million views. So you see here, why is it loading? Okay. So you see here, this begins the tradition of the cameraman this begins the tradition of the cameraman getting killed, or whoever the Skibidi Toilets are facing is getting killed. Like whoever's making the video is getting killed. As you can see, his face moves in here. We'll just slow that down a bit right now. We'll look at that. So you see here, he zooms in and he kills the cameraman. And at the beginning of the video, you can also see people overlooking the Skibidi Toilets and seeing, and you see someone dying here as well. Get a quick preview of that as well. 90! Excuse me, 1 sec. Anyway, okay, so can you see here's someone dying? He's gonna get run over by the Skibidi Toilet. As you can see, there's helicopters, which is signaling a potential military escalation. And there's more Skibidi Toilets now, when prior there were 1. So it went from 1 to 2 to now, let's see here, 6. There's 6 currently sitting here. Maybe a 7th one behind this Skibidi Toilet, the large one. But as you can see, people are just thinking about it. And this is Skibidi Toilet 4. Alright. So this video shows the Skibidi Toilets getting more and more powerful. So you're going to see here the small Skibidi Toilet here. First of all, everyone is sitting on a toilet. The same kind of toilet that Skibidi Toilets are on. And you also see a nice painting here. Everyone's just enjoying their meal until you see Skibidi Toilet here coming, and then everyone in the restaurant has turned into a Skibidi Toilet, as you can see from this guy right here. And then the big Skibidi Toilet comes with the small little ones, jump scares, and the one that came in originally comes in and kills the cameraman. And again, this is just the beginning of a trend that is seen. Skibidi Toilet 5. Alright, so as you can see here, I don't want to, go a bit too far in because we might autoplay, but as you can see here, the Skibidi Toilet has attacked the cameraman yet again. And now at the beginning of the video, you can see the military having a full-blown escalation onto the Skibidi Toilets. But as we later see, this proves that it doesn't work. The military is not able to stop the Skibidi Toilets. And you see people dancing here. That's the G-Man again. Helicopters as well, like a helicopters from the 3rd one. Now, season 1, all episodes, that one, we'll just skip that one. Skibidi Toilet number 6. So, the cameraman dies again in this one, and I think you're beginning to see Skibidi Toilets going into ordinary life. So you see normal people. You see them having all distorted facial expressions, meaning that Skibidi has taken over. And now you see them having jobs. And this is G-Man yet again. It's right there. G-Man's right there, as you can see. And this is a video that has 156 million views, and the description is DJ Toilet in Ohio. Be like.
This my style is ridiculous.
Skibidi Toilet 7.
Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim dim. Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim dim. Skibidi dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum.
There we are. So the cameraman dies, but this is the beginning of the G toilet. G-man toilet. The most powerful toilet, the most powerful Skibidi toilet in existence. The most powerful Skibidi toilet in existence. And as you can see, he adopts an intimidating presence. And then when you look down, you begin to see a lot of Skibidi toilets. Now at the beginning, it's what's interesting about this video is that at the beginning you still see humans, but then you see the Skibidi toilet actually having a weakness. As you can see here, we'll skip a little. So he's singing, and then the cameraman flushes him. And he dies. But of course this just attracts more, as you can see here, until you see this G-man toilet. And this is Skibidi Toilet 8. 171 million views, Toilet in Ohio, Season 2 finale.
My style is ridiculous. This my
No.
This my
Okay. No! No! No!
This my style.
No!
This my style is ridiculous.
Okay, so let me just recap here. So the cameraman dies, and you see for the first time the cameraman being at people are watching here. People are watching here. Then you see the cameraman fighting the Skibidi toilets. Of course, you see cameraman here as well, and you see Skibidi toilet attacking cameraman, which is proof that you are a cameraman, especially since we are, from our point of view, we are in fact a cameraman. This is interesting because we've always known that the cameraman never dies, but in this case the Skibidi toilets are going directly against the cameraman, which means that they are capable of taking over the world, and it's up to the cameraman now to do what they must. And Skibidi Toilet
This
9.
my style is ridiculous.
Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim dim. Skibidi dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim.
Bro, just fucking.
This my
Just.
style is ridiculous.
There we go. Alright, so you see here, Skibidi Toilet has now become like a full-blown. They've taken over the world. There's still humans around, but they've taken over the governmental positions. The toilet is now worshipped. The original guy is worshipped, and you now see normal Skibidi toilets. Just civilians, and then you see police Skibidi toilets, and you see the cameramen are now inciting a rebellion, and they're spray painting their own logo in their own little way, and you see more policemen, and then finally the cameraman dies, and again, this is Skibidi toilets versus the cameraman.
This my style is ridiculous.
This is the first time in the series but the cameraman does not die at the end of each video. And this is the first kind of like high profile Skibidi toilet that is killed. He is a messiah. And you know, it seems like they enjoy their religions as well. And he turns into, seems to be a devil by the end of it. As you can see, his eyes are red. And at the beginning, his eyes weren't red, as you can see here. As you can see perfectly here. Skibidi toilet 11. So, as you can see here, the ending, the cameraman does get eating, as in fact, and it seems like maybe the death of the Messiah and the last Skibidi toilet created this devil Skibidi toilet. And as you can see, the cameramen are actually getting more organized now. You see new types, and you see drop ships dropping them, and people are dying. Like in normal regular humans are dying as a result of this crossfire. They're dying in the crossfire, they're getting destroyed, as you can see here. And of course, the triple Skibidi toilet. And that's season 3, all episodes, we can just skip that. It's Skibidi toilet 12.
Oh
my God. Okay, so Skibidi toilet 12. What did we learn here? We've learned that not only are the cameraman getting more powerful, but the G toilet has become more powerful in the Skibidi toilets in general. So we see a big cameraman here, and we see G toilet and his newfound power with the lasers, of which he then attacks the cameraman here, and the Skibidi toilets are in fact approaching, and then they attack the cameraman, and the cameraman dies. That was Skibidi toilet 12. Here's Skibidi toilet 13. Bro, just fucking... Alright, so we see they have new weaponry right here, and the dropships are being used before they've been shot down, of course. The lasers, so now even normal Skibidi toilets have lasers, or like slightly bigger ones, not just a TG toilet. And they destroyed the new artillery weapon, but they flushed him. And as you can see, the flushing thing is a little heavier because it's like a much bigger guy. And you see here, there's a kamikaze pilot that ends up killing the cameraman anyway. Alright, so as you can see here, it ends. I don't want to, play too much because it's going to go down in the next video. But as you see, there's what is known as a fast Skibidi in the comments. Unfortunately destroying the Skibidi toilets here, but killing all the cameramen here, and they began to run, as you can see, but they're now adopting formations, so they're getting like real organized. There's really nothing else to say about this one. It's just another variant of Skibidi toilet. Skibidi toilet 15. Alright, so we see here this guy luring the Skibidis here into this road, which the cameraman then presses the Baba Booey button and it blows up the highway, or just the road in this case, of which they did die, they did all die, but unfortunately there's this Skibidi toilet here which knocked him down and then crushed him. So they're using like terrorist weapons right now. Terrorist weapons.
This my style is ridiculous.
Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dee dee. Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dee.
So we have what the cameramen are doing, they're trying to infiltrate them using their own toilet and trying to see if maybe that'll deceive them. And they use that as a camera, to which they went into the lab. This is a pretty small lab. And they're not just using this, they're like researching, and we have here what appears to be a different kind of Skibidi toilet is scientist Skibidi toilet here. But they then figured out who, like, they didn't fall for the camera bait, and so they ended up killing him, using him and the bait using this new Strider Skibidi toilet. So this is the final frame right here. Cameraman gets killed again by the G toilet, but so the G toilet has gathered all the Skibidi toilets. Shit, what the fuck? Has gathered all the Skibidi toilets here for a meeting. As you can see, they have the new technology, the devil toilet here as well, and the fast toilet, and a new helicopter toilet. And the cameramen are using a orbital strike. Now, let me just say this. Right? The orbital strike. This is the only time the cameraman ever used the orbital strike. To be fair, it's not that good of a weapon, but you know. Anyway, it hits right in the middle of the center, and G Toilet finds out as soon as they shoot it, and he manages to shoot down the orbital cannon, and everyone starts attacking. Kill the two cameramen here, and then the G Toilet, boom, kills the cameraman.
My style is ridiculous.
Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dee. Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum. Skibidi 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 skibidi.
So in this one, we see the first iteration of Titan Cameraman, which will prove pivotal to the story. You see here, the place has just been turned into a war zone. The same place we saw in Skibidi Toilet, I think, number 7. Now it's a war zone, and now these guys are fighting these people. And we see what seems to be a military commando Skibidi Toilet instantly destroyed by the Titan Speaker Man, and he's easily just destroying all the new technology with ease. And this forces the Skibidi Toilets to adapt.
My style is ridiculous.
As you can see here, this Titan Cameraman has successfully defeated one of the most powerful Skibidi Toilets. And also the cameraman does not die in this ending. He manages to destroy it with ease. And everyone is just watching with popcorn, you know, because this isn't too serious. You know, the city's still intact. But this will soon change. Okay, so the cameraman dies, obviously, and they lose the fight with G Toilet because he has powerful lasers. Oh well, like the battle was going to be evenly matched, but the kamikaze toilet came in and weakened the Titan cameraman, so he had to fly through 2 normal towers, and yep. But he's still managing to kill, so the Skibidi toilets still have relatively rudimentary weaponry still, and it's only the bosses that can outmatch this.
This my style is ridiculous.
Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim dim. Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim dim.
So as you can see here, the cameraman dies, but the G Toilet, they found out the location through this guy, which was being interrogated by the cameraman, and they try to find out, information about G Toilet. I'm sure they don't really need to know his location because he appears every 5 seconds. But yeah, they found, they didn't get anything out of him. At least I don't know, because I can't really speak that language. And he began doing a mating call, for which he was then flushed, found his location, died. So we see here not much new weaponry that the cameramen have here, but unable to stop the G Toilet. Sure, you can stop the Striders here, you can stop these guys, you can't stop the G Toilet. They managed to find a way to maybe stop him by pulling the flush, which he begins to be flushed, but he resisted, killed them, and he's become invincible basically. And yeah. And of course we get introduced to a new Skibidi Toilet here, who has a lot of heads and is very powerful. And of course, he kills the cameraman. Alright, so we have here Titan cameraman being repaired, obviously, and they're working on him. And we have Skibidi Toilets attempting to invade the facility, but of course they get turned back after realizing that they're not equipped to destroy the facility because this guy's still alive, and in fact he destroys them. And of course we get the thumbs up, which I didn't talk about before. I apologize. Basically the cameramen show a thumbs up as a general sign of communication to signify if everything's going good, or, it's just a sign of communication. Skibidi Toilet 24. So, we have here the song Everybody Wants to Rule the World, sung by the new characters, the Speakermen, which have gone in an alliance with the cameramen to destroy the Skibidi Toilets. And as you can see, they're doing the Orange Justice here, which is a popular Fortnite emote. And they're all marching And of course, prior we saw the Skibidi toilets here getting attacking everyone and harassing the cameraman. So they really needed this new alliance. 25. So we have, of course, Cameraman does not die at the end of this, and they didn't die prior to this. We saw the Speakerman, and just keep in mind that the protagonist, or like your point of view, is always from a cameraman, never from a Speakerman or any of the others. And we're gonna see here them using a new speaker strider. Of course they need headphones because otherwise they would be too affected by it, and this shatters the Skibidi toilet columns. And of course the Orange Justice here. That's Skibidi toilet 26. And we're gonna going up until 30. So here we have the first iteration of Titan Speakerman, which is yet another variant of the Titans of the Alliance, which is what people call it. The alliance between the Speakerman and the Cameraman. And you see it going against this terrorist Skibidi toilet, absolutely destroying it, putting a laser in his mouth. And we also see just the cameraman and the Speakerman just learning how to combat them, using, like fighting them well, much more effectively. As you can see, that one cameraman destroyed about 5 Skibidi toilets. So it's pretty interesting to see it. Skibidi toilet 27. So here they found what seems to be a Skibidi hideout, Skibidi toilet hideout. There's even a black Skibidi toilet, brown Skibidi toilet, my bad. Anyways, they found the hideout that destroyed them. Unfortunately, one of them was killed. It was just a little drone thingy, but eventually they succeeded in destroying the hideout. Sorry. But just okay, so we have here just like a Skibidi cargo airport depot. They were making a deal, it seems like. We don't know what the terms of the deal are, unfortunately. But it seems like an underground Skibidi base. They found out the cameraman, but the Speakerman managed to destroy them, and gave this guy a good slap in the face. And yeah, so it seems like the Alliance has a big edge over the Skibidi toilets right now. It's 2 against 1, and right now the Alliance is winning. interesting here is that at the end of Skibidi Toilet 29, we actually see what happened to the cameraman after it died. From another point of view. Now, we don't know from what point of view this is. Maybe it's just like a final... some other cameraman that took a quick picture of him before he died and it got sent to, like, I don't know, the cameraman headquarters. But this is the first time we saw something like this. And we saw a new variant of the Skibidi toilet. So everyone's just, you know, celebrating their victories. Sitting on the defeated Skibidi toilets. And we see this Skibidi toilet, which is extremely fast, killing the Titan, or the mini Titan, killing this guy, killing everyone, and finally killing you. And then you see that snapshot. Now we're going on to Skibidi toilet 30, and this is the last one before we have to move on pictures. So, by this point, you're seeing some massive changes going around. These Skibidi toilets have found a way to control the cameraman using this little thing, which controls any Alliance member. And the cameraman kills your cameraman. And it's from here where things get interesting. But unfortunately, there were so many Skibidi toilet episodes that I'm gonna have to cut this short, and I'll see you guys in part 2. Now, just for reference, here's what we have discovered so far. We have discovered first that the cameramen themselves were at, or are still at, war with the Skibidi toilets. 2. Skibidi toilets grow due to brain rot, which is the actual term for it. Number 3, the cameraman and speakerman are currently in an alliance called the Alliance. And the 4th point we should consider is that I think that Skibidi toilet is a deep story about the vulnerability of the viewer and how the cameraman aren't invincible. Okay, I think that's a good takeaway from it. That this story just shows how cameramen aren't invincible. They do die. They're capable of dying, and we, the viewer, are subject to being affected to the stories that are told, and vice versa as well. I think that's something pretty important to understand. Let's just, keep that in mind. So we are currently on Skibidi Toilet 30, and we have seen them creating. We have seen them creating things that can, take over the cameraman, giant Skibidi toilets, and this includes the G toilet, and now more recently we're seeing the scientist toilet in Skibidi toilet, which actually becomes more important later on. We're also seeing, you know, new technology every episode. Humans are being pushed aside, and, you know, we're seeing the world slowly turn into a war zone. Now, the building's still intact and everything, but, you know, this will change. Okay, I don't mean to be, you know, I don't want to burst your bubble, but this will change. And yeah. Anyway, this has been part 1 of an analysis series on Skibidi Toilet. This has been Michele Avicoli of Larkwood Productions, Larkwood H, and I hope you all enjoy your day. You know, I hope you will all enjoy your day.